Wes, will you be talking about yield strats for PulseX single-sided in the course? I've been watching bids on PancakeSwap yielding to learn how much income do you think 5K back could earn yield. It really depends on the yield, right? So if you like, let's just say you had a I'm gonna use $10,000 as an example, just because that's just a really nice round little number, right? So let's say you're generating a 30% APY single-sided stake. It's more than likely it's going to be a little higher than that because initially when it launches, so we're probably looking at like 110 to 150% single-sided stake APR, but then over time it's probably going to be down in the 20% range, right? Because it's going to become the beta, which is like the safe return, basically, right? So if we have $10,000, this is without capital. This is without the coin going up in multiples, right? But let's just say you were able to yield from it for about a month, right? And you're getting about a 30%, give or take a 30% yield, right? So let's just say so basically on 10,000 bucks at 30% yield, you're probably making like $250, $500 a month, give or take, with the price fluctuations. Now, if you were to get the coin to double and the yield was still like, or you were earning that 30% APR on average, then it can do multiples. Let's just say the coin 5x's in price, then you're earning about, something like $1,250 of that coin at that time, and then you can sell into profits off of the yield you're earning while still holding the original position from single-sided stake with no impermanent loss. So definitely, I'll be talking about all that stuff and everything like that. Obviously, you can earn much more. So in the beginning, right, it's going to be when it's the cheapest, and at some point, there's going to be a massive drop on the PulseX Pulse Chain ecosystem. But at that time, you'll be able to kind of accumulate coins, and it's really going to be about stacking as much of the Richard Hart Danos Glove coins, right? So you've got there's six Infinity Stones here. The 6 Infinity Stones of the Pulse Chain Hex Richard Hart multi-chain universe is basically you've got Hex. Wow, I can't even do this. P Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX, the incentive token, and then this is going to be the MetaMask token, which is more than likely going to launch probably like late to middle of next year and stuff like that. So there's going to be about 6 ecosystem tokens that are going to exist on the Pulse Chain ecosystem that are going to be RH tokens, which are just going to have at some point going to have their day in the sun with a massive pump, right? And dump as well, because there's a lot of volatility. But that's basically right now the ecosystem of Richard Hart, the Lion Heart. What's up, Crypto Sloth?